Um, we're going to go ahead and start without these people. So, so Allison, I don't know how much you know about us over at Mystic Bayou, or how much Misty's told you, or how many posts that you've seen, but excuse me. When we started out as Mystic Bayou, we meaning my husband and I, we never intended to have a store or a facility where we did alternative healings and therapies and things like that. What happened was I was out on a medical leave because I had to have a surgery done on my arm, and I was working as a phlebotomist at Ochsner at the time. And of course I couldn't do my job. So I was out on recovery, and since I'm a documentary geek, I ended up seeing this documentary on this beautiful crystal light therapy bed. And it really touched my heart to where it was like all I could think about. And I'd start thinking about it and I'd get emotional and I just want to cry because I wanted this so bad. But like I said, we didn't have a business. We had no business plan. We had nothing. We lived in a 2-bedroom apartment on a 3rd story in Slidell, Louisiana. So, I mean, what we're going to do with this crystal light therapy bed, put it in our living room? I don't know.
Right.
So my husband came home from work one day and I was probably talking 50 miles an hour with gusts of up to 100 about this bed. And I know, and I know that Joey was looking at me. Joey's my husband. He was looking at me like, oh my God, how much medication have you had today? So we sat down, we watched the documentary, and it was fascinating, again, watching it over, and he thought it was fascinating as well. And I don't know, just a few days later, we were in the kitchen doing dishes together, and he just kind of looked at me and he said, you know what? I don't know what we're going to do with this crystal light therapy bed thing, but I know that we need to bring it to people for healing. And that's how we started our journey and our venture with Mystic Bayou. And so it really started out with color, and it started out with frequency, because color and frequency go hand in hand. So we work with sound frequency and we work with color frequency. So the more we got involved with color and color therapy, chromiotherapy, the more our eyes were opened to the good aspects of it and the bad aspects of it. So we're going to kind of talk about that. Let me let Jennifer in. And usually at the end of these, Allison, I will do mini readings for people. I'll pull cards for those who wish.
Okay.
Tina, I went out to take the trash from the store out to my truck today. And you know, I had that headset on with all the googly eyes and stuff.
Did you? I thought that was so cute.
This truck was like driving by. They flat out just stopped. And I was like, what in the world? So I like threw my trash in the back of the truck really quick and ran in, and then they pulled away.
Look where my chakra dream catcher is.
Color therapy.
Yes, it's hanging right here above my bed.
Awesome. Hey, Jennifer, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. Hey, I need to ask you if it's okay to record this, because I am recording it. So I just need
Yes,
to.
ma'am.
Okay, perfect. So I was just telling Allison and Tina a little bit about how Mystic Bayou started. You're probably familiar with it. We saw the documentary on the crystal light therapy bed. Joey thought I was out of my mind, medicated up because I just had surgery. We watched the documentary, and a couple days later, he said, I don't know what we're going to do with this crystal light therapy bed thing, but we're going to get it because we need to bring it to people. And that's how Mystic Bayou started. And that was our journey, the beginning of our journey with color and frequency and sound and frequency. So the more that we've been in it and the more that we've learned about it, there's good aspects and not so good aspects. So hopefully what I'm going to talk about today is going to be eye-opening, and it's going to help you make some really good conscious choices about your purchases. So just like last week, I'm going to try to do some share screens. And, oh no, wait, I'm not going to do that. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where I am on my screens, because I'm going to do some share screens so that y'all can see what I'm talking about. So first thing I want to talk about is the colors red and blue on police cars. People are very familiar with those. And have you ever really wondered why those two colors came into play? It's actually very fascinating. So there's a study that shows that blue light and red light are the most visible lights, especially in the evening. So there's like this whole safety thing going on, which completely makes sense. But once we start digging into the specific colors and what the specific colors mean, you're really going to be like, okay, I get it. So the first color that we're going to talk about is the color blue. And Jennifer, is that your favorite color or is yours green?
No, it's blue.
Blue. Okay. So blue is associated with the sky. It's associated with tranquility, relaxation, but it's also associated with productivity. So if you were in a room or an office that was painted blue, case studies show that you would be more productive. Blue also has a connection or a feeling of loyalty, stability, and tranquility. So if you want to go into a job interview or you have a business meeting and you're trying to market an idea or possibly try to get a loan or anything like that, you're looking for investors, it would be a great idea to wear blue, because 9 times out of 10, if you're interviewing, you're going to get hired simply because you appear subconsciously to the person who's doing the interview to be trustworthy and loyal. Is that crazy? Pretty neat, right? Tuck that in your back pocket, y'all. So they would think, oh, you're a tranquil person. They wouldn't have to worry about, somebody kind of stirring the pot and, creating, havoc and all this other crap. And stability, they can count on you. The next color that we're briefly going to talk about is red. So red is associated with passion, aggression, intenseness, movement, determination, energy. What else? Oh, so interesting fact about red is it increases your appetite. So if you're a person who doesn't want to eat as much, or you're trying to lose weight, or you're trying to be on a diet, you want to stay away from looking at, being around, or wearing the color red. Also, red increases your respiratory rate. It also is, it produces a feeling of act now. So a lot of times when you're shopping at a store, your eyes might be drawn to a big red sign that says sale, and it's saying act now, pay attention, alert, alert. So great marketing strategies when people use the color red, for sure. Red makes you feel hungry when you're not hungry, which I find very scary. And I am going to try to share my screen here if I can find it. Bear with me. I already have like 10,000 pictures on this new laptop. And lots of pictures. I wonder if I can find it this way. I'm actually going to show you the blue first. Try to get back over here to the share screen if I can. Hi, Penny. All right, so are y'all seeing these blue logos?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of.
Okay, so this is so fascinating. So what were we saying about the color blue? Hi, Penny.
Hi.
Hey, we're recording. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, as long as you can't see me from the neck down.
So we were talking about the color blue and how it represents loyalty, stability, and tranquility. And if you were to go into a job interview, or you were trying to get a business loan, or market a specific idea, you would want to wear the color blue because it represents you being a tranquil person, a loyal person, somebody who's very stable. So right now we're looking at some marketing logos where blue is used in their logo. So what do you think it is that they're trying to convey here? Hey, you can trust us.
Yes,
Mhm.
loyal company. And
We're loyal, we're tranquil, we make you feel at ease.
and it's appealing because it's blue, so it catches
It's
your eye.
tranquil, it's appealing, exactly. So our eyes really like it. It makes us feel tranquil. So we have American Express, Dell, Facebook. Can you believe that? Facebook make you
Even
feel
Pepsi and Bank of America use the blue and red.
Yeah, exactly. So wait till we finish talking about the red. So Oreo cookies, yeah, eat us. We're going to make you feel tranquil. PayPal, spend your money. It's okay. We're trustworthy, which is true. You want to, think about it. Banks, you want, trustworthy. Vehicles, specific airlines that use blue logos. They're conveying a message of tranquility and safety, and blah, blah, blah. Look at NASA. I mean, when you think about rockets, are we thinking about, the potential of the explosions and, blah, blah, blah. No, they want to make it very tranquil and peaceful. So I'm going to stop sharing this. So that's the blue. Now let me get into the red. I'm telling y'all, you're going to be like, oh, these sneaky, sneaky people with their colors. Bear with me. I'm very new at this share screen stuff, but I definitely can't find. What I'm looking for. Gosh, my luck, I probably saved it somewhere else. Let's see if I can find it another way. Oh geez, this is the most important one I want you to see too, so. Pull it up a different way. Aha, here it is. Okay, can y'all see this one?
Yes.
Okay, so we were talking about the color red, and red induces passion, aggression, intense feelings, movement, determination, energy. It also increases your appetite, and it can make you feel hungry when you're not hungry. So I got to tell you, look at all these fast food and unhealthy kind of restaurant logos that are totally playing on the color red. So what's interesting here is if you take the color yellow, if you think about the yellow smiley face that everybody is used to seeing, what does that tell you?
Eating makes you happy.
Exactly. It induces joy, happiness, these yay feelings, positive energy, friendly. Yeah. So now these people have taken the red and yellow. So they're saying, come on and eat and you'll be happy. You'll find joy. It's so deceptive. Oh, it makes me so mad. But kudos to them because they're doing this. But people like you and me, and we're just, going through life. Like I would not think, oh, great. Yeah. Every time I look at a McDonald's sign, no wonder I get hungry. Red is saying you're looking at red, you're hungry, whether you're hungry or not. And yellow's, saying, hey, you're gonna feel happy if you come in and eat this garbage. So
Yes.
and then if you look at Burger King, you've got blue, yellow, and red. So tranquility, happiness. Popeyes too. Popeyes too. So very fascinated. I'm going to stop sharing that one. So yellow, we hit on that a little bit with the colors in some of those logos. But yellow has a flip side. A red has a flip side. It can, like I said, it can raise your blood pressure. It can raise your heart rate, can induce feelings of anger or aggression. If you're exposed to red for too long. Blue, there really isn't kind of any negative connotation with the blue. But yellow's also used in caution signs, put you on high alert. So it's used for sales, like going out of business and whatever, put you on high alert, you need to act fast, etc. There are case studies where with babies who were in a room that was painted yellow cried more often. So I feel bad for those mamas who are like, I'm going to paint my nursery I don't know, butter yellow, and it's going to be bright and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it is. But you know what? Unfortunately, your baby's probably going to cry more just because the room being yellow. So the next color that we're going to go to is green. And green represents and induces feelings of healing, success, hope. It's connected to nature. It's usually connected to environmental things like environmental friendly and eco-friendly products. You'll see green associated with like grass-fed or organic meats, organic vegetables. So they're drawing your eyes to the green. Another thing, green is one of the easiest colors to look at. It actually, our eyes don't have to use the muscles as much when we're seeing green. So it can represent relaxation, nature, environmental concern, environmental consciousness, which really kind of ticks me off because one of the logos, well, not one, a couple of them. Actually, I'm going to pull this up to see if the logos are in here. Let me see if I can find it. Pictures. I saw it when I was looking for red. Now I'm looking for green and I can't find it. That's fantastic. if I can't find it this way, I'm just gonna see if I can pull it back up online. Share it that way. Because this one's a really important one to see. Might even make you upset. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try to pull it up a different way. Okay, now I think we're gonna find it. Oh, y'all, I can't find it. Okay. Maybe it'll let me share this. All right, can y'all see this one?
Yeah.
With these green logos. So dropped all my paperwork. So it was saying that whenever you see green, green, again, it's the easiest color for our eyes to see. It makes us feel like we're connected to nature. It's very natural. It's healing, it's soothing, it's environmentally friendly, etc. Can you see this one that I'm pointing at? BP?
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, there is nothing environmentally friendly about BP, and that is just blatantly deceptive. And I find it rather disgusting. But John Deere, that makes sense, you know. And the yellow in there, you know, you're going to be happy if you purchase a John Deere tractor when you're out in nature. But the color is true to what it does because, of course, farming, working out in nature. This one really ticks me off because I can't stand Starbucks. I don't care for what they stand for and how they treated our military and whatnot. And honestly, there is nothing healthy about the coffee that they are providing to people. Coffee is plant medicine, however, not when it's over consumed. It gets devalued. And there's also something about this logo, and I can't think of it right off the top of my head, but it has, oh gosh, I forget. It's some goddess. So like religious people
I
who
always
were
wondered what
like,
that was.
I'm
She looks
sorry?
like a mermaid.
Well, yes and no. But to the crown and something else, she's some kind of like goddess, like something, and it's I wanted to say it was demonic or I don't know.
Okay.
Like I saw it and I was like, okay, that makes sense. That's why I don't like Starbucks. But can't think of what it is right now. Let's kind of find it on my phone.
Siren.
What's that?
So it says here it's a siren.
Siren.
Oh, siren.
She's a siren.
So, all these people who are, like, excuse me, hell bent on, saying, Mystic Bayou is like demon worshippers and all this other
Malustine?
horse
No,
crap nonsense, but they're gonna run over to Starbucks and basically worship this whatever it is, and it's under the guise that it's natural and it's eco-friendly and it's good for the environment, good for you, and it's just a bunch of crap. So I'll get off that tangent, but so that is the color green. So now we're going to go from green. Get in this one. I know I have this one, so I'll find it pretty quick, I think. I said I'd find it quick, but I actually put my screen over top of it. Let's see. Yeah, I am losing it tonight.
Oh, I looked into the logo a little bit more. And
Uh-huh.
one of the sites says the symbol actually means obsession, addiction, and death.
Oh, my word.
I got chills when you said that. Is that not like deception?
Addiction.
Degree?
Yes.
And they
Mhm.
want you addicted to coffee. Of course
Yes.
they do. Of course they do. Oh, come on. Let me share the screen, dang it. I keep placing, what the heck? All right, let's see. I'm gonna have to minimize my. We want that one. Now, if I can find my share screen on my minimized Zoom screen, we'll be fine. Okay, it's not gonna let me. So I'm gonna do it a different way, y'all. Okay, can you see this one? All the black logos?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of those are pretty familiar, huh? So black represents power, mystery, professionalism, seriousness, glamour, elegance, luxury, and actually it's funny, it's actually imaginary luxury, overpriced.
Well, most of those logos are expensive brands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Versace, Chanel, imaginary luxury brands. So, they're crap brands, just they have a name on them and they're being marketed as elite and luxury, and they can slap, a $5,000 price on a purse at Prada. and they can market their logos in black so that we are manipulated into thinking that it's luxury and that it's better and all this other stuff. And it's not. They're using color psychology because on a subconscious level, we can look at this and go, oh, okay, I need to buy Chanel No. 5 perfume. I don't even know why I said that. I hate that perfume. My mom used to wear it all the time. But yep. So that is the overpriced silliness of products. Let's see. Find this other one. So I think we're going to go to purple. Have that one somewhere. So what would y'all think that purple is representative of, or how purple would make us feel?
Fun.
Royal.
Yeah, thrill.
Did you say royal?
Yes. It's a royal color.
Mm-hmm. It's a royal color.
Now, mother says it's a casket color. She hates purple.
Casket?
Yeah, because when they were little, all the caskets were lined in purple.
Oh, the purple satin.
Yeah. So she does not like purple at all.
Oh, wow. I guess I could, understand that. I'm gonna
I
try.
love purple though.
I do too. I like purple. Okay. So we might be able to see this one. Okay, how's that? Y'all seeing the purple logo? So royalty, spiritualism, luxury, elite. So it kind of falls into that black category, excuse me, in a sense. A lot of times we'll see purple marketed towards women when it comes to beauty products because they want us to think it's so good royalty would use it, or it's luxurious because it's purple. There's also a tranquility with the color purple as well. But royalty, luxury. Now, I'm sorry, I am not going to look at a Taco Bell sign and think luxury. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
But-
that's one of few foods that are you find in a purple color.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely. But if you think about it, here's where you have to look at spectrum of color, because what does purple have in it, y'all? What two colors
Blue.
make purple?
And blue.
Red
red.
and blue. So
Red.
red tells us you're hungry when you're not.
Right.
It puts us on alert, and the blue is tranquility, stability, loyalty. It's also it's something that you can trust. So eat here, you can trust us. So yeah, so that's the color purple there in a nutshell. Now we are going to go to, let's do orange. Let me see if I can pull that one up. What do you think orange might make us feel like?
A pumpkin.
I love pumpkins.
I wore orange today. I looked like a pumpkin.
Oh, God. Where did it go? I'll just do it on here. I think orange in marketing is fantastic. Let's see if I can. This one. Let's go back. Too far. move my Zoom window out of the way here. Okay. Okay, hopefully y'all can see this one. So orange represents fun and warmth, and it also represents trust, portrays economic value. What else? What else? What else? I dropped all my papers on the floor, so not the. It also represents fun. It does have aspects of red in it. So orange is probably not a color that you would want to wear a lot of full force. Orange is a great accent color. But yeah, it's going to represent, where's my orange? There it is. Yeah, so it's not as aggressive as red. It can raise the heartbeat. It can raise the respiratory, but it's very eye-catching, and it's okay to wear in moderation. And it can trigger creativity. So that would make sense with, let's see, Home Depot. Are they on here somewhere? Yeah, Home Depot.
Yeah.
Right here in this one. So what do people do when they go to Home Depot? They're buying stuff because they're going to create something. They're going to build something. But it's economic value as well. And again, you know, Reese cups, because orange has aspects of red and yellow in it. It's telling you, hey, eat and be happy. And then you have Fanta up here. Well, it's got the blue aspects of red and yellow because of the orange here. You know, consume even if you don't want to. And you're going to feel happy. It's going to make you feel joy. Just a bunch of crap. So white, a lot of these logos have white in them as well, like golf, and we have Harley Davidson here. So it's associated with cleanliness, perfection, great marketing for Harley Davidson, because look at the colors there. You've got black. So what does that represent? Elite, professional, luxury. White is representative of perfection, cleanliness. And then you have orange, which has your aspects of red and yellow. Consume, purchase, and you'll be happy. Isn't that nuts, y'all? I'm just like,
I'm amazed when you put it together like that.
it just like, it's one rabbit hole after another. And then, yeah, and then think about it too. So you go into the grocery store and say you're just running in to buy, I don't know, a head of lettuce, and you're walking through, you have to go through like the soda aisle or the drink aisle. You stop and you see all these beautiful colors, like 7-Up is in green, Sprite is in green. So it's portraying this false sense of health, and green's easy to look at, right? Let's see, what's another one? Powerade, Gatorade. Look at all the colors that they use in their artificial colors that they use in their so-called healthy drinks. They're not healthy at all. They're
Yellow,
absolutely,
orange, blue,
yeah,
red.
they're
Yes.
toxic. They are carcinogenic, and they're full of sugar. And if they don't have sugar in them, they have aspartame, which is a straight on carcinogenic. But they're drawing you to it by the color psychology that they're using subconsciously to get the consumer to purchase it, whether or not it's healthy or not. It's extremely deceptive. So now going back to the cop cars, I don't know, Penny might have missed that. I think that was early on. So police cars have red and blue lights, and they have red and blue lights because A, they want you to see them at night. I get that. But B, because red is alert, aggressive, raises the heartbeat, but it also represents authority and power. And then blue in this situation represents you can trust what I'm saying. You can trust me. I'm authority. So not that that's a bad thing, but again, it's color psychological war, like I say warfare, but they're bombarding us with color like that. Let's see what else. News broadcasts. You could turn on any news broadcast. Let me see if I can find something here that I can show you. Let's see. I just want to.
I've noticed a lot of the entertainment ones were orange, TNT and others.
Creativity.
Yeah,
Where'd it go?
basketball team, and
Uh-huh.
there was another Nickelodeon, all fun, entertaining activities.
Right. So here you can see, like I just used Fox 8 just as an example, and you can kind of see here, trust us, we're tranquil, we are professional, we're loyal to our viewers, etc. And then you have your red in here, which is authority, alert, pay attention, act now. You have your white for perfection. And then this one over here, it must be like a local news alert. They're using the color red to draw your attention. Look at this right now, act now. And we're authority. The red here is also authority. Trust, trust us, we're authority. And then so gray is a neutral color, and I'm not even going to pull up logos in that because it's really not a great logo to have for a business being gray, other than it can mean practical, it can mean quiet. So depending on the business, I don't know, maybe we'll just pull that up just to see what we can find out there. Like who would have a gray logo? Like I'm thinking funeral home, maybe. Oh, Google's gray. The Apple and Apple products is
But now that you
gray.
mentioned that, a lot of funeral homes are in black.
Oh, professionalism. Yeah. And death,
Yes.
let's see, we're gonna show that one. So yeah, some of these, Google, Swarovski, Apple. Let's see what some others. That's about it, really. Yeah, some of these I don't even know what they are. Oh, Calvin Klein. That one's surprising. Oh, so Calvin Klein wants to present it as practical. Same thing with Google and Apple. I'm sure it's practical to have our product.
So that other one said gray, but it was in orange.
I know, right? But it said the
Right.
word gray. So
I know.
that weird.
Yes.
Let's see what else. Oh, Bing, HubSpot, the BBC, World Press, Nintendo. Yeah, buy your kids a Nintendo because it's practical. That makes sense to me, that they would use gray in their logos. How interesting is that? Very cool. And let's see, let me go to pink. We're going to go into pink logos. All right, y'all seeing that one? So Barbie, Baskin Robbins, Donut King. What else is there? Hello Kitty. So what might you think that pink is going to do for people?
Catch your eye, make them happy.
So pink is usually a color that's branded towards sweet. You see the color pink and you think of a nice sweet treat,
Yeah.
candy maybe, or a cupcake with pink icing. It's also target marketing to women, to the feminine.
Right.
This
Yeah,
pink is my color.
there you go. Yeah, so you're either marketing towards the female energy, or you're marketing sweet. You're trying to market something
It's
very sweet.
interesting that Uber is black and white and Lyft is pink and white. I've never thought about that, but is
There you
that safe?
go.
It's safe for women. Take Lyft instead
There
of
you
Uber.
go. Absolutely. Exactly.
seems a
That's
little
how you got to
fishy
put it
to me.
together. That's
Kind of
yeah.
creepy a little bit.
Are you seeing that on here, or is that just something you?
No, I'm seeing it on mine. I Googled it while you did on my
Oh,
phone.
okay, cool. Yeah, because I don't see it on mine, but that's a great point. Yeah, Lyft. Hey, it's safe. So you have the white in there for purity, cleanliness, innocence, and then it's pink, right?
Right. It's a pink background with white letters. So
Mhm.
it's neat and the cars are clean and it'll be a fun ride and a safe ride for women.
Yeah, there you go. And it also represents justice, pink for some reason.
And it must work because we were in DC about a year and a half ago, and almost all the rides that people used were Lyft. Uber, there was
See?
very little Uber presence in Washington.
Isn't that interesting? So fascinating. Did we? Yeah, we did purple. I think that's all the color logos that I had to look at, but just running through some of the colors again. So orange, it's a very stimulating color. Like I've got my orange nails on to keep my creative flow. That's how I use orange. Now, if, excuse me, I dropped my paperwork, y'all. I'm trying to find out where I am. So I'm going to go back to the color red. So red is passion. It gets the blood pumping. A lot of times women will wear red on a first date subconsciously because they want to feel sexy and they want to feel empowered. And that's a good color, to wear if that's what you're looking for. So that's a great color for a woman to wear on a first date. And for a man, the best color for them to wear, what would y'all think it would be?
Blue.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say green actually.
Oh, because it's easy to look at. It's actually blue. Blue is the most stable color, and women love seeing stable men. Now, if a woman is attracted to not the aggressor, but a dominant male, if that's what they're attracted to, they will resonate to men wearing black.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with power or professionalism or, luxury. It's
Right.
psychologically, it's they like that dominant male. But blue is a color that's most favorite between men and women together. Orange and purple are men's least favorite color. Just on a side
Really?
note, if you want to feel empowered and strong, you want to wear black. And if you want to have a great office space, you could do blues with accents of green or green with accents of blue. It's going to be very tranquil and productive because of the blue. But the green is very healing and nurturing, and it's easy on the eyes, so you have less eye strain. If you wanted to create a space of tranquility in your bedroom, you could paint your bedroom blue. I'd stay away from red. I know some people love red so much they paint their entire rooms red, you know. I've seen it done tactfully and it looks beautiful, but when you're in red like that, think about what it's doing to your heart rate, your respiratory, you know, it's raising your blood pressure, it's raising your respiratory, and it kind of puts you on high alert all the time. You know, now there are instances where you can wear red if you're trying to balance your root chakra. You know, that would help, but to be in it so much all the time is not recommended. What colors should you never wear? This is so funny. Like, I don't think I ever wear this color, but gray. Gray inspires people to be passive. It portrays to other people that you're passive. Do you wear that color a lot, Jennifer?
Sometimes, I mean, it's a theater shirt, so.
I love gray. It's one of my favorite colors in my
Yeah.
house and clothes.
I have
Yeah.
several shirts that are gray.
So in our house, our walls are painted like a silver gray. So it to me, it's tranquil and it's very passive and it's calming. But research shows that, you know, a person who wears gray on a subconscious level to other people, that other people are going to think that these people are just passive.
Mhm. Somber and boring.
Uninvolved, maybe, you know, their perception would be lack, you know, this person has lack of energy. So, you know, like if you were going on a job interview or you were presenting somewhere, you wouldn't want to wear that color. But like you could wear, say, a gray suit or something, a gray dress, and have some power colors popping in with it, like red
Right.
and blue. So power and tranquility, stability, and then you have your gray, you know, you're passive, you know, so it's kind of like passive aggressive. I don't know, but you can play with the colors, right?
Yeah, that's me.
That's you.
And I think it would be fun to play around with those for work, those combinations.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
see the outcomes, how your day is different depending on
Exactly.
play a little bit of the game.
Colors to wear in moderation: orange, purple, and white. I think if you wear too much white, people will think that you're a perfectionist, and it's kind of off-putting. Purple, people might think that you put yourself above them, like you're royalty. Purple can also be a fun color though. So you can use orange, white, and purple as accent colors, basically. What color should you make your desktop? This one was really fascinating to me because you're looking at your computer all the time. So I don't know if I can share my screen again. Let me see if I can. I don't know if y'all will be able to see this, but up here, do you see my tabs and my outline up here?
Yeah.
It's purple. I love purple. So I like to have purple on my desktop. What colors to wear when you work out? Orange, because it stimulates creativity and enthusiasm. It's a nice mix of red and yellow, so you have passion and joy. So when you're working out, wear your red because it's passion and joy and enthusiasm, and it also stimulates the brain. Research has found that wearing the color orange increases your oxygen supply to your brain, and it also produces an energizing effect. So it stimulates brain activity. Maybe that's why I have the orange. But you know, if you think about it, stimulate brain activity.
It's orange. That's cool.
What's that?
I have a salt lamp at work and it's orange.
Oh, so it's stimulating creativity at work. see
Mine
how this
is too.
works? Let's see. I was going to talk about Coca-Cola too, real quick. They kind of tick me off. So what are the colors that are associated with Coca-Cola?
Red and
Red
white,
and white.
What is it?
red and
White
white.
and white.
Yeah, red and white. So red, authority, consume even when you don't want to consume, white, perfection, cleanliness, blah, blah, blah. Out of all of the marketing, excuse me, out of all of the marketing campaigns, I least like, as much as I dislike Starbucks, I least like Coca-Cola because they are so despicable and deceptive. Number one, their product, highly addictive with the sugar and the caffeine in there. So back in the day when Coca-Cola was made with cocaine, of course you can think about how addictive cocaine is, right? When cocaine became an illegal drug, Coca-Cola had to set out to find another
Addictive.
addictive substance to put in their drink so that they could drive consumers to consume it and want more of it. So they went with caffeine and of course sugar. So whenever we consume sugar, it makes us want to consume more of a product, even when we really don't want it. And the color red makes us consume a product, even if we don't want it. So, and then the white, of course, purity and cleanliness and perfection. Coca-Cola even goes as far as like creating emotional bonds to their product to get people to purchase their products. So what was that one commercial? Let me think. Excuse me. So I think it was like a conglomeration or a maj podge of a bunch of video clips put together that Coca-Cola did. And I might be able to play it. Let me see if I can find it.
Something about a horse and a puppy, I'm sure.
I'm not sure if that was in that one, but yeah, they play on that too. See if I can find it. There, I would like to buy the World of Coke one was fantastic too. Okay, I think it's Lifting Humanity. Let me see if this is the right one and I'll play it for you. Oh, this video is not available. What? YouTube's
We'll
got
have
it.
polar bears coming up for Christmas.
Oh yeah, the polar bears, that's so deceptive. And the whole Santa Claus thing, that's deceptive, but okay, which one is it? Maybe it's this one. Yeah. Boy, they have some crazy commercials. All right, well, I can't, oh wait, is this it? Okay, I can't find it, but y'all can do your research on it. So basically what Coca-Cola is doing is it's a patchwork quilt of different video clips of human beings helping human beings. So you see the entire commercial until the very end, and you're like, oh, this is amazing. It's so beautiful. These teenagers are helping grandma across the street, you know, before she gets hit by a car, and people are helping people bring groceries in, and everybody's smiling, and it's connectiveness. And then at the very end, you realize it's a Coca-Cola commercial. So what they've done is they've solidified the euphoric, happy emotion to drinking Coca-Cola. And you're
Right.
consuming more of it because of the sugar, and you're consuming it because it's red, and they want you to keep consuming it because even if you don't want it, you're going to consume it. So Coca-Cola is despicable to me, not just because of their marketing, which I give them kudos, man. That's like fantastic. And you know what? Throw some horses and some cute puppies in there. And better yet, throw Santa Claus in there. They single-handedly created this image of Santa with the rosy cheeks and the red rosy nose and all that in their Coca-Cola campaigns, because again, they're using nostalgia and emotions to get you to consume their product. And if you think about it, the reason why a lot of us are obese and we have poor health is because of consuming products that aren't good for us. And we consume the products because it's usually out of emotional eating or emotional drinking. We're trying to create a feeling. So if we can break down the psychology of, you know, why is it every night at 8 o'clock at night, I feel like I need to eat peanut butter cookies or I want ice cream. Maybe I'm bored. Maybe that the taste of ice cream reminds me of a happy time in my life. It may remind me of love. I can tell you personally, if I eat a bowl of cream of wheat, which I can't have wheat anymore because of the gluten and all that, but I going through this course that Joey and I are getting ready to put out to everybody, my emotional cue for eating cream of wheat was love. You know, I would go through my spells where 8 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, whatever, I'd fix a bowl of cream of wheat, put my honey in there and my raisins, and it was so good, right? The first couple bites, yeah, after that it's like, oh God, I feel like crap, I ate that. But when I was little, my mom's aunt, my great aunt Gloria, used to babysit me, and I remember sitting in her kitchen and I would have breakfast, and it was the cream of wheat, which by the way, the box is red and, you know, color again. And I would hear the tea kettle, you know, and I'd be like, oh, it's time for cream of wheat. So it would make me happy and I was feeling love. So why am I eating cream of wheat 8, 10, 11 o'clock at night? I want to feel happy and I want to feel that love. So breaking down the psychology of why we eat is detrimental. But anyhow, Coca-Cola. So they're using the red, they're playing on emotion, they're locking in an emotional connection to their product. Deceptive, very deceptive. They humanize Santa by giving him those special attributes about the rosy cheeks and the jolly build and the twinkly eye and all that. The polar bears, you know, they did the same thing with the polar bears. Another thing about Coca-Cola, the caffeine in Coca-Cola is despicable. But there was a case study that we were learning about in this class that we took, where they were saying because caffeine is so addictive, just like cocaine, they took studies of people who used to work for Coca-Cola, because when you work for Coca-Cola, and my cousin's husband works for Coca-Cola, you get all the Coca-Cola you want, or you used to. They may have cut back on it now, but while you're working in the facility, they have water fountains, but they have Coca-Cola fountains everywhere, and you can just consume and drink your Coca-Cola all day. So what happened was, when these people would retire, they would have horrible withdrawals. Not only did they have that, but they also were dealing with obesity issues. They were dealing with fatty liver issues. They were dealing with diabetes because of their addiction to the caffeine. and then consuming all that sugar. So I don't like Coca-Cola. I don't like anything that takes our power away and makes us sick, so that feeds the pharmaceutical industry. And you got to think about it, why, I don't know. I can't prove it, but I'd almost stake my life on the fact that Coca-Cola, since it's the Food and Drug Administration, it's all tied in. Keep you sick, keep you on medication. Just my thoughts.
I think it goes so much deeper. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
My mom, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're kind of cutting out a little bit.
Okay, I was gonna say I know for sure that it goes so much deeper into that. And as I'm sitting here listening to you, my mom, she was plant-based for about 4 years, and there were so many videos and things that she watched. And now that you're talking about the colors, I'm sitting here thinking about like diet plans that doctors probably put patients on, and then I'm like, okay, but let's go look at the colors on these products, and they're actually so terrible for you. But it's kind of like yogurt, how they have a breast cancer symbol on them, and but yogurt and dairy is the number one leading cause of breast cancer, and it's like, but they're advertising it so well.
Yeah, dairy, milk products are
Yep.
straight up carcinogenic.
They're
Yogurt is
literally
the,
for their offspring. Cows are supposed to feed cows. I mean, I can't say anything because I do consume it, but I know the education behind it because I had a mom who went through all that.
so you consume it consciously. So this was what funny,
Right.
because I actually had this conversation today with somebody at Mystic Bayou, and we were talking about this nutritional education course that we're wanting to launch. We're just still trying to put it together. But the fact that people don't understand, like if I were to go up to you, Jennifer, and handed you an ice cream cone, and you were like, oh man, this is the best ice cream cone ever. It's like creamy and delicious, and oh, it's so good. And I'm like, yeah, there's no sugar in it because it's monk fruit. It doesn't raise your hypoglycemic index, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, yeah, man, this is great. And then I tell you, it's breast milk. What would you do?
Yeah, I don't think I'd be happy.
Okay, so think about this. We are human mammals who produce milk for the human body. But it's okay for us to drink milk from another species who produces milk for their offspring of their own species.
Exactly.
And it's produced at different intervals for different life phases and growth phases of that animal. Number one, a cow. So cow's milk is designed to put 1,000 pounds of weight on a calf.
Yep.
Why are we consuming it? Because we've been lied to, and it's proven that we've been lied to about it, that milk is good for us. We need it for the protein. We need it for the calcium. Our bones are going to fall apart. Our teeth are going to fall out of our face.
Yeah.
If you don't have milk, we need the calcium.
Right.
It's a bunch of bull crap. And I can tell you this firsthand, the despicable treatment in these milking facilities would make you sick, would make you absolutely vomit. When I was a kid, a teenager, I used to work at their farm was Stoner's. Cool name. I had to say that. Stoner's Farm in Michigan. It was a dairy farm in Union, Michigan. And I would go and help milk the cows. And of course, we would get big glass, like huge gallon pickle jug glass jars, and fill up the milk from, straight from the tanks, and it'd have the heavy cream, and we'd ladle it out and have our milk, and it was fabulous, right? The filth and the cow crap and all that. And not to mention, you're putting these suctions that are milking the cows. The cows' teats are getting infected. So they're putting all kinds of salve and antibiotics on them, and they're injecting them with antibiotics because these teats are infected. Well, that infection gets into the bloodstream of the cow, which gets into
Mhm.
milk, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. And so now here recently, the FDA has approved the new regulations on how much blood and pus can be in milk because our
Yep.
cows are over milked. Not only that, but this breaks my heart.
I'm just amazed. at it.
Cows
Wow.
cows who are able to produce milk or bred to produce milk, they're artificially inseminated to keep them pregnant all the time.
Yep.
And then they have their calf, and then the calves are taken away from them. And there are scientific studies, and you can look it up, how the mother calf experiences grief every time that calf is taken away. It's,
Mm.
I want to cry. It's heartbreaking.
It's really sad.
So,
That-
you know,
Yeah.
if I consume dairy, it's a conscious choice, and I try to go with the highest grade, organic, best treated dairy. But anymore, we do almond milk, we do oat milk.
And
I
it's
don't
so
do
much
ice
better
cream.
in my opinion. I love almond and oat milk and
Yeah. And they're
soy.
better for your body, and milk is a straight up carcinogen. People don't understand that, and the deception of being programmed to think that we need it for our teeth and our bones is just ludicrous. And how these companies like Coca-Cola and Borden milk and whatever else is out there, how they can consciously live with themselves under decepting the human public over their product is just, I don't know, to me that's like just so evil,
Inhumane.
extremely evil. So I'm all about conscious eating. Let's see what else. Oh, brown. Let's talk about the color brown for a minute. Brown is another color that's like one of the least favorite colors that people like. I happen to like it in moderation, but brown is actually stabilizing. It's seen as a masculine color, and wearing chocolate brown, like in a suit on a man, it lends credibility. So would you imagine if you wore a brown suit and it lends you credibility, and then you threw some blue accent in there? So now you're credible, you're stable, you're loyal.
Mhm.
It's fascinating how this color stuff works. Black, again, power, conveys feelings of mystery and seriousness. It's elegant again. And it also helps. Black is one of my favorite colors, but I think it's just because it's slimming. It also, people treat you more seriously if you were to wear a black suit, a black dress. There's like a sophistication, I guess, around it. And yeah, you could wear like a black suit with splashes of green because it's very natural and soothing on the eyes, and then throw some blue accents in there, like we were saying. You could even throw red in there if you wanted to portray power and stability. So, and professionalism. Again, yellow stimulates joy. We talked about gray being passive. So these businesses is what we've been talking about, and how they're using color to manipulate our purchases. Think about what you could do by wearing specific colors and how it can change your mood and how it can make you feel. So you put on blue, it automatically, subconsciously makes you feel more stable and more secure. Red's going to make you feel power. Black's going to make you feel professional, luxurious, mysterious. Kind of what would be a fun situation or scenario would be go into your closets and go into your drawers and take note of
Yeah.
the colors that you have. It's really going to tell you a lot about your personality. And if you find you're a person who say maybe you have a lot of gray or you have,
I
yeah,
like bright colors.
what's that?
I like bright colors. Fun.
Me too. Me too. But if you have like a lot of grays or like browns and things like that, I would take a really, serious look at that. Is that truly you, or is it aspects of you, but you're just bombarding that color, so that's what's bringing it out in you? Are you really passive, or is it just because you're wearing these colors that kind of rein you in and keep your vibration lower? So you should always surround yourself with colors that you like, of course. And now that you have a little bit of education about colors, I feel like you all are just going to be like watching everything.
Yes.
Go into the grocery store.
Absolutely.
When you're driving past McDonald's, you're going to be like, you devils, you. Burger King, you suck. So yeah, it's really eye-opening how color plays a part, how we respond to color. It can change our attitude, it can change our mood, it can make us feel happy, it can make us feel sad, it can make us feel empowered, it can make us feel like we have no power. So just be aware, be cognizant, and choose your colors wisely. Take inventory on what colors you consume the most of. And see what colors that you have are missing. If you're like, maybe saying to yourself, man, I really want to get out and be creative. I want to, paint the house or build a deck or, whatever it may be, paint a painting. Look in your closet, look in your drawers. How much orange do you have? Probably not a lot. And then you can go out and start accenting, nail polish, a shirt, whatever, a belt or a scarf, and start adding those colors in and see how it changes your persona and your mood and all that stuff. Yellow, by the way, is good for self-esteem. If you are a person who has solar plexus issues where you're dealing with low self-esteem, accent with yellow nail polish, yellow shoestrings. Don't overload, but accent. Sacral chakra, you're having issues with creativity. We already talked about that. Blue, if you're having issues with your throat chakra, and any of these colors, you can carry these stones as well, have them on your body. You're carrying that frequency. But you can accent with blue nail polish, blue streak in your hair, blue stone in your pocket, blue shoelaces, whatever, to help with the throat chakra. Same thing with third eye and crown and root chakra. Trying to think here. I think pretty much covers everything on the basis of color. Sorry about going on the tangent about Coke and the cows and milk and stuff, but my eyes were thrown wide open, with this whole nutritional journey that we've been on. And the more you learn, the more you're empowered, and the more you get pissed, actually, because you're just like, I can't believe the Food and Drug Administration, the food industry is so
All about the money. Money.
exactly, so evil and deceptive, and it's absolutely all about the money. So food and drug, like I said, they're connected, of course, hence the title. They're keeping us sick. Food was meant to be our medicine. Mother Nature gave us plants and food and nutrition to keep our bodies healthy. We need the food, and this whatever entity, Food and Drug Administration, has GMO'd our food and manipulated it and sprayed it and just done all these despicable things to make it nutrient depleted, to keep us sick, so that they can keep having to feed us medications to keep us in a
Right.
never ending loop. So I, for one, will never give them that power again, no matter what. Matter of fact, I told somebody in the shop today, if somebody came up to me and said, Michelle, I will give you $1,000 cash right now, and it could even be more than 1,000 right now, if you would let me go buy you an ice cream and let me watch you eat it, I would turn it down, because there is no way in hell I want to lose all the progress that I've made and how great my body feels and how the weight's dropping. But it's not even about the weight. It's knowing that I'm losing the visceral fat that I have around my organs that are killing me. It's about losing the joint pain. It's about not having the brain fog. It's about not having the panic attacks. You could not pay me enough to eat something that I know now, because once you know, and you can't unknow it, would make me have all those symptoms again. It's not worth it to me, period. I liked beer. I considered myself a beer snob, and it was always a fun thing that Joey and I would do is go to like microbreweries and try craft beers. And I thought, man, this is it. I love this. I love doing this. But you know what? I can't drink beer because it affects my body, and I won't drink it. Just can't happen. But the whole thing with ice cream, there's so many alternatives out there that you can do that will help. And talking about food, you can consume your colors with food as well. So if you're feeling like, man, I'm just like really sluggish and I feel like I don't have any creativity, eat an orange. Have that orange in your hand. You're getting the color and you're consuming the orange. So you're feeding your body that color frequency. Maybe you're in need of red. Maybe your root chakra is a little wonky. Maybe you're feeling a little insecure in the fact that maybe you feel like you don't have enough. So feed your body cherries, strawberries, apples, that red frequency. Even if you're feeling like excessive in your root chakra. Oh, look at the baby.
My Bella.
Oh, so sweet. I got swirled.
Squirrel, Michelle, yeah.
Wow. So, feeding your body the frequency color, if you feel like you need to eat some green, that's perfect, because green is health, right? And it's associated with the heart chakra, love of self. Eat yourself some greens. Have a nice, beautiful green smoothie with some avocado and kale and a green apple. And while you're drinking it, know that you're loving your body and feeding it the nutrition that it needs. I'm telling you, it's time we all just kind of take our power back. And I think a good start is understanding how we're bombarded with color frequency and how it's used against us to keep us doing what they want us to do. So y'all, I hope, open up my screen. I hope this has opened your eyes and you learned something.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Was
be
clueless
fun.
about a lot of that. So
What's
yeah,
that?
I was clueless about a lot of that you were going over, the different colors and how they're used. So yeah, that's amazing. Now I can think.
So
Pay more
hopefully
attention.
it'll be, a conscious choice when you're eating, consuming, whatever. I mean, it's not just used to get us to eat, it's to get us to consume products, period, products that we don't need, that we impulse buy. Look at the color, like if you're feeling like, oh, I got to walk through Walmart to whatever. Oh, in Walmart, they're blue and yellow. Right. And they're logo blue and yellow.
Blue, yellow, and white.
Yeah.
Big yellow clearance signs for that. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next time you're feeling like impulse buy, ask yourself, what color am I being bombarded with right now? What emotion am I trying to fulfill within this color? Amazon, we didn't talk about Amazon. Amazon has a really cool logo. So what are they? They're yellow. Their little whoosh, that's a smiley face, tells you you're going to get it now. You're going to get it fast. We'll get it right to you. It's also looking like a smiley face. The color in that line is like a yellowy, it's cross between yellow and orange. So they're playing with the color there. Yellow, if you buy this, it's gonna make you happy. The red that's in there, you know, because of the orange aspect of it is you need it, alert, you need it right now. Y'all are gonna go down rabbit holes, I hope.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It'll give
Mhm.
me just another thing to stress out about looking out for now.
You know what? I don't think I'd look at it as stress out. I would look at it as a way of, this is another tool that I have to empower myself and not become that zombie.
Right now, it's gonna
consumer.
make you stop and think. Oh,
Yeah, well, maybe instead of obsessing, I'll just say, think about another thing to watch for.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? There ain't nothing wrong with that. Not at all. Not at all. So, okay, y'all, I'm gonna take a sip of my ice cold chai tea. That has almond milk in it, not cow milk. Okay, y'all. So we have the roadmap deck, the enchanted roadmap. We have, this is a fun new one, the Starseed Oracle. I haven't really used this one too much. I don't know if y'all can see that. And we have the Native American. Hi, puppies. What you doing? There was a puppy on here. You didn't get to see it. Native Spirit deck, which, by the way, I lost for like a long time. I couldn't find them. And they got tucked away at the shop. And then the Enchanted Roadmap. And of course, we have the, oh, wait, where is it? And we have the Mary deck. We have the Feather deck. So y'all can pick what deck you want me to use for each of your readings. How about that?
Good.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay,
Me.
what deck do you want?
I want the native spirit one.
All right. Reshuffle them up a little bit here. I have a frog in my throat. Jennifer, you're coming out tomorrow?
Yes.
Awesome. It's your birthday tomorrow.
Yep.
On a full moon.
I know.
That's excellent energy. I'm
I'm
jealous.
excited.
Have y'all looked at that moon tonight?
It's
Oh
beautiful.
my gosh.
I haven't seen it tonight.
I got pictures earlier. I'll post them.
Oh, awesome.
beautiful
I've been
when it's
enjoying
coming
your
out.
moon pictures. Did I ever tell you the story about the moon and me?
No.
I love the moon and I always have. I've always been drawn to the full moon, but I've also been drawn to the crescent moon. Well, I found out the crescent moon was the moon phase that was the moon phase when I was born. And I can never figure out, like, when I would say things when I was younger to my mom, like, oh, I love the moon. Isn't it beautiful? She'd get really upset with me. Well, my grandfather, my mom's dad, when my mom was 18, he was getting up and getting ready to go to work, and he didn't drive. So he had a chauffeur. That was their translation in Puerto Rican. He had a driver that took him to work, whatever. And they were behind a logging truck that had like the trailer, and they had an accident, and the wood came off and hit my grandfather. But prior to him leaving that morning, he was looking up at the moon. He loved the moon, and he was telling the moon how beautiful
Aw.
she was and just how much he adored
Mhm.
her. And yeah, and so my mom, to this day, when I say, "Oh, look at the beautiful full moon," she'll say, "Deceiver." She'll call the moon the deceiver, and I'm like,
Oh, wow.
"Don't do that." But I get it. All right. What do the angels have to say? All right, Penny, I'm gonna move my computer back a little bit, and I'm gonna start laying the cards down, and you just tell me when you want me to stop.
Okay. Stop.
Okay, so my right or my left?
Right.
The right? Okay. I've never pulled this card for anybody, and it's absolutely very, very beautiful. It is the medicine bag. Can you see it?
Interesting. Mhm.
So when I look at this, I think of, like a gree bag or obviously medicine bag, and having close to me all the things that nurture and feed my soul and keep me healthy. But I'm actually going to read from the book. This one, if I can find it. Okay. So when this card appears, the card meaning is gather your resources, be discerning, vast inner power is growing in your life. Step back and let it go. Let it grow. There are times to shine brightly for all to see, and there are times also to choose carefully who sees your true self. Again, choose wisely. Do not make hasty decisions. If it doesn't feel right, then hold back. You're protected from any less than positive outside influences. Your capacity and potential are growing by leaps and bounds. So what your native spirit wants you to know is it's traditional in indigenous cultures to carry a medicine bag or medicine bundle as a form of protection, and always as a way to access your personal power through sacred objects that are held there. The items in this medicine bag each contain potential qualities that allow one's ability to be magnified and also help one communicate with Creator. As your power grows, take time to protect it, just as you protect a seedling in the early months and later once it's established into a tree. It can withstand the storms of time, protect your growing power, and it will become mighty as the ancient oak. The journey. Consider obtaining or creating your own medicine bag or bundle. We actually have the medicine bag pouches now at the shop. They're actually quite big, and then we have the little ones. And Joey and I wear ours all the time. But you can put objects in there like rose petals, which are very high vibrational. You can maybe have calendula flower petals in there for the frequency to help with muscle aches. You can carry stones in there. So put in objects that are meaningful to you and make you feel strong and vital whenever you look at them or hold them. Traditionally, one's medicine bag was worn for display, but often hidden out of view and kept in a sacred place. So like when we wear ours, they're not outside of our shirt. We're not like, hey, look, we have our medicine bag on. They're very private and very sacred. So you keep them very close to your heart. So all in all, protect yourself. Whatever's going on right now, protect yourself. Carry your talismans with you, your medicine bag. If you don't have a medicine bag, they're really cool to create. They don't have to be in a leather pouch, but it's recommended because of the high frequency and how it can keep us connected, basically skin on skin. So does that make sense?
Yeah, interesting. Yeah,
Awesome.
I think it hit home. That's good.
Awesome. Anybody else? Anybody want this deck? Allison, do you want a reading?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, do you have a specific deck that you want me to use?
I was thinking the map one that you said.
Okay, Enchanted Roadmap.
Yes.
All right, so same thing. I'm just going to shuffle the deck a little bit here and ask the angels what their message is. What do the angels have to say to Allison? What do the angels have to say to Allison? Okay, and I'm gonna start laying the cards down and you just tell me when you want me to stop.
Okay, you can stop.
Okay, and I have a card in my right and in my left hand.
The right hand.
This one,
I'm sorry, the other one.
the left.
Yes.
You're right, my left.
Yes.
All right. All right. So the card that you picked is the Dragon's Lair. Whenever
Okay.
I see this card, it makes me think of people's eyes. People are watching, but hidden, kind of, but being watched. But I'm going to read it straight from the book. Says you are always protected and divinely directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. And I feel like this is eyes on you. The feeling that I get when I look at the card specifically for you is maybe you think people are your friend and have your best interest, but they don't. But only you're going to know that. So the path that you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, it can be very exciting and exhilarating as well. Kind of that feeling of when you know you're doing something wrong and you know it's wrong, but you want to try to get away with it, you know, that excitement and exhilaration. So like the danger you feel just before entering a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. So again, it's asking you to step out of your comfort zone and to take some risks, okay? A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is greater value in the risk taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are awaiting to be discovered. So if you're going through a situation right now where you're feeling maybe stagnant or complacent or maybe even a little afraid to move forward with something, know that you need to, you really should, because you're not going to know what's on the other side of that door if you don't take the risk and the challenge. So I hope that makes sense to you.
Yeah, it's a little tricky one, but
Yeah, just basically asking you, don't be stagnant in your life, don't become complacent, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and create change in your life. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. Do you have the original deck tonight?
Which is that one?
The original one that you had last time? It was the
Oh yeah. I do. I'm like, what are you talking about? Somebody got me watching that Netflix show, The Originals. So like, I'm like,
Christina.
that would be a
She told me about that.
fantastic deck. You know how like they have Supernatural?
Yes.
Yes. I have the original deck here. Okay. Yeah, we should have some fun with this one and ask some yes or no questions. I love doing that spread. But okay, so let's see. What do the angels have to say for Tina? All right, I'm gonna start laying them down and you just tell me whenever you want me to stop.
Stop.
My right or my left?
You're right.
Okay. I actually love this card and people think I'm nuts, but that's okay. So we have the Tower. And a lot of people will look at this and see destruction and mayhem and chaos. But whenever this card appears, know that there's going to be some shifts, some changes, some major changes, sudden changes. And it's a great card for people who are going through transformation, because what it says is the old you, the old paradigm of you, the old structure of you is coming apart. It's going away. It's I don't want to say what's the word, crumbling away, I guess, because you're in this transformation period and it's really one of great awakening. So out with the old, in with the new, kind of like the butterfly, it has to go through this cocoon phase and completely change. And sometimes we tend to, again, become very complacent and afraid to move forward, and we can be stuck, feel like we're stuck in the mud. And sometimes universe has to come in and say, you know what? You know that this change has to happen, but maybe you're not ready, or you're fearful because change is scary no matter what. And the universe will come in and make it happen for you. So you're in an
It was
awakening.
just funny that comes up because my girls have been kind of crazy in my department, so I've actually made changes and getting some new people in. So
Oh, awesome. Yep, taking control of it, creating.
Revamping my department.
Oh, that's fantastic. What department do you work in?
I'm the supervisor over the medical records and prior authorizations.
Oh, cool. So you're not like MA on the floor.
Not anymore, but yeah, I used to be for years, but then I became the supervisor over the medical record and prior authorizations.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I gotta tell you, I miss being a clinical MA in the dermatology office. It was so fascinating.
It's